You know, you know, you can really you can really tell that you're about to have a great stream when you're not even live yet and YouTube gives you an error. Granted, going live fixed the error, but I'd had an error pop up before I even went live in the little stream preview in studio. Before I went live, I've never had that happen. I've only ever had that happen on stream. Wonky. You'll notice today, we actually have a thumbnail going in. And we have a thumbnail going in because I thought this meme format would be very fitting for this particular update. We have a new update and a new series of Forzathon this week. The update technically I think came out on Tuesday. But you know, of course the new series wasn't starting until today. So that's how Forza works. That is how being Thursday works. It is not Thursday and on Tuesday. It is only Thursday on Thursday. So so there's that. And we got 9 brand new cars to Horizon 5. I think only 4 of which are new to Forza, but I may be wrong about that. No, I'm sorry. I think 5 of them are new to Forza. And then 4 of them are returning from previous games. One of which was not actually in Horizon 2 specifically either. So that's a weird little fun fact. I don't remember which one it was, though. The catch to these 9 new cars, and for some people, this won't be a catch. This is a massive upside to this. For me personally, massive downside. Literally, my father would love this patch. My dad loves him a good Ferrari. I hate me a Ferrari. So there are 5 Ferraris. Every Forzathon car, and I have not pressed right bumper yet. I have not looked yet to see what the other prizes are, but I was not happy when I opened up my game, and not only is Ferrari number 5 our 80-point reward, but our 160 is also a Ferrari. Oh boy! At least this Ferrari is kind of cool because it has significance in the crew too. The 160 point, I mean. The 599 touring car in the crew 2 is one of the best cars in that discipline. So it, you know, at least there's that, right? When all else fails, rely on the meta of other games. But yeah, we have a Ferrari Suf90. I'll give it this. That thing actually looks kind of sick, and I'm interested. What confuses me is why a Ferrari is being advertised as an orange vehicle. All right. Anyway, thankfully, I just want to scroll through all of these real quick just to show you the real actual proof that there are 4 Ferraris in Forzathon, plus the 80 point, being the 5th. And I also just want to see how disappointed I get to be in how many Ferraris there actually are in Forzathon this week. So, thankfully not one here. You can get a nice old Ferrari. I'm sure that'll drive like a dream, won't it? What about next week? Again, another Ferrari. This one's marked as, This one's marked as exclusive, but this one's epic. That one, these 2 are legendary. Why is this one epic and these 2 are legendary? I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, hey, the MG3's back. Guess I'll be getting 40 points on the winter season. Wacky. And, yeah. I don't know why these 2 are marked as epic and the other 3 are marked as legendary, but sure. Sure. As you can see, there are 5 Ferraris. I'm, I feel personally attacked. If I'm being honest. Like, I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with this. Anyway. Getting on into our challenges for the week. Our weekly is the complete opposite of 5 Ferraris in Forzathon, because we have to drive a 1983 Golf. beautiful piece of machinery. It's a Golf, all right? If it disappoints me, I'm blaming the developers and not the car. Ferraris are just a consistent disappointment across everything. The average Ferrari in a video game is about as good at being a car as I am at being an elephant. I am not an elephant, in case that was not a known fact. The Golf usually handles pretty okay. It's never like a crazy good, wacky, top tier car, except for the fact that it was really good in the Crew 1, but we don't gotta talk about that. It's usually not the best car. It's a nice low-end car most games will give you. That makes sense. It's a Golf. But, always fun to drive. Win any street race is the number 2 as well. No, it's just good. It's great. All right. We got this. Earn 5 stars from speed zones. All right, cool. That's the easy. Earn an ultimate skill chain. I don't know how many points that requires getting. Wacky. For the daily challenges, we have earned 5 drift skills in any chapter of Horizon Stories. So, I mean, you do the thing. You do the thing. It's, stuff and things, right? Trying to think of, what stories could you... I mean, I feel like this would have made sense last series when they introduced a new story. Okay. Send the gift drop. Always love to see those. 9 stars from Trailblazers. Cool. Drive above 150 miles an hour for 15 seconds in any car. Why couldn't this be day 1 when you're making me drive the Golf? Post a clean lap on any Rivals event. Smash 3 picnic tables. Win a drag race in a modern sports car. Nothing particularly interesting there. We get a suit for driving trucks. I need to see the Fustercluck that is trial this week. We have Event Lab. We sure have Event Lab. You get the old Lambo SUV, the barn find from Horizon 3, if any of you know it as that. I know I sure do. You do it in B-Class pickups and 4x4s. I want to check this out, but I have absolutely no ungodly clue what I'm getting into. And it has been 2 entire months since we last saw this glorious, beautiful Forzathon formatting, but we are back now, folks, to 3 PR stunts and 3 championships, presumably per week. I haven't scrolled to the right on the other ones, but always nice to see it. So we have 4 super wheel spins, a danger sign, a drift zone, and a speed trap in an A-Class M3 2008. Specifically that one. Couldn't just be an A-Class M3. It's cool. S1 drift cars for the drift zone, and a B-Class Subaru for the speed trap. Those are nice and clean. Like, you do it in all sorts of things. The danger sign's too good for anything other than a 2008 BMW M3. Anything less, you're a bitch. Okay? All right. And anything more, you're out of A-Class. Like, if it's any, you can't get better than that in A-Class. Obviously, it's the best car in A-Class. It's not, but we'll pretend like it is. And then for the seasonal championships, we have S1 Anything Goes on legal road racing, A-Class Ford for street racing, and B-Class Golf. Just all golf. See, you did it right. You did it right for the Dirt Championship. You just said golf, but then this one's M3 specifically. Wacky. Hey, there's your 08 M3. What do you know? You get a nice Fiesta there. I think that might be the Gymkhana one, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's the rally one. Man, I don't know. You slap a number on a car, I don't know what we're dealing with. Look, I may like the Focus and the Fiesta. Hatchbacks are cool. but it don't mean I can tell them apart. Let alone the Gymkhana versus the Rally versus the Taco Bell delivery version. Like, I can't tell the difference. Well, I can. The Gymkhana one has Monster Blaster on the side. The Taco Bell one's giant picture of a taco on the side. But I can't see the side of that, so it's not helpful. So, you know, that's pretty cool. Oh, and then also you get a Mexican traffic light sound for your horn. I didn't know traffic lights in Mexico made sound. I'm curious. Anyway, we have a treasure hunt, which is giving you another 100 Forzathon points. Fan-hecking-tastic, giving us more ways to get those without just grinding out all of the painful Horizon arcades you could possibly dream up. Or MGX powers, if those still have them. I haven't really checked since I've got every car. Fly the fire like a bird to collect 5 stars. Presumably this is just earn 5 stars at Denger signs. We might go for this one. It's a pretty easy clue and nice reward. Photograph any car in Guanajuato decorated for Cinco de Mayo. So you're telling me the New Year's decorations are the only holiday so far that we've decorated for that didn't show up until after their holiday. I get it. Christmas decorations, you know, they normally go up a couple weeks early for most people, right? That's fine. That's normal. That makes sense. But it's just like New Year's, where it's a one-day thing. Just one day. That's all. There's not really. Is it like? I mean, I'm not familiar with the culture, you know. But why is New Year's the only holiday that we've had in Forza that doesn't have the? Why did New Year's not just show up before? I don't want to be here, Mom. Anyway, also maintain a speed of at least 100 in any Horizon Open custom. I really hate the fact that they're not done plugging customs in these, and it's for a whopping 50 grand. Oh, so worth it. And then, of course, monthly rivals. In the Forzathon shop for today, we have a car. It's blue. It's got some numbers in the name, and it was manufactured in a year. So that's pretty cool. We also have a truck. It's pretty neat. Also have an emote. Also have a horn. Might as well buy the horn. I mean, you know, who cares at this point? Why not? I got nothing else to spend these Forzathon points on. Buy that super wheel spin that I'll never use. All according to cake. But before we start working on any of this, and quite frankly, I'd like to put it off as long as possible, seeing as how my end reward is a goddamn Ferrari and a Mustang, which is somehow less disappointing because it's put next to 5 Ferraris.
Welcome back, Turnip.
We have a new car. It's less of a car, more of a truck, you know, pickup. But, anything to add to the vans and utility category. This one's cool. We actually have another pickup coming in a couple weeks, and another one coming at the end of next series as well. And it's a new D100 contender, which terrifies me because Oak and I just did the... There's no way it's slower than a P50, but I'm hella excited for that. But for now, let's hop into the F-150 SVT Lightning Definitive Edition Deluxe 358 over 2 days X and Knuckles featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series Deluxe for Wii U, Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. 17 Gold Edition. Okay, I have to go with this because I said I topped that off with Gold Edition. I have to go with this. I have to go with this. I am glad that we don't have a single DLC Ferrari this series. That would upset me. Like, that would actually bother me a lot. And I'm glad we have two. I love seeing. Okay, look, I know a lot of people, right? You're like, yeah, Ferraris and the nobles were cool and like cool, you know, cool, spicy, like non-car people don't know what the hell a noble is, but you get excited because it's a new high-end supercar. It's great. It's cool. I'm here for the dumb stuff, all right? I'm here for this. I'm here for this. When I can slap a wide body on a minivan, I feel like I am truly playing Forza, okay? Like, I am here for the Wuling Sunshine and the F-150. Also, this being an early 2000s F-150, I mean, it's not a base F-150, but I am going to drive this stock in this yellow, but I'm going to paint it white after we come back to upgrade it, because I'm pretty sure I've talked about this on stream before. Poor network conditions. Yeah, I haven't dropped a single frame, Forza. I think I've talked about this on stream before. But, my dad used to have an F-150, and it wasn't, I can tell you it wasn't this, because this thing's a little too, not Minecraft. Oh god. This thing's rear-wheel drive, right? I think that's what I saw. But, my dad used to have an F-150, and, you know, every time there's an F-150 in a game, I have to paint it white. It's a thing I do. It's the color his was. And, you know, I spent a lot of time in that thing. A lot of drives to and from school, to and from family. You know, it's pretty cool. What is a good race we could test this thing out on? Yeah, let's go with this one. Why not? Why the heck not? But what's interesting about this particular one is that because it is a 2003, it is the closest I have ever come to being able to drive his truck in a video game. So, that's kind of neat. Need to make sure to not press A because it won't, like, Still hate that current car is not what it defaults to. So stupid. It's so stupid. Have current car be the first tab, recommended cars be the second. It's not a hard concept. Except it might be if you've done something that makes that a difficult thing to do because you've already locked in the code. But it wasn't hard in the first place. Like, if you'd just done that from the start, it wouldn't have been any harder than doing it this way. It would be easier for us. But now, I don't know much about programming. It might be hard to do now. I don't know, man. I don't know the exact year. I'm going to text my dad and ask. Just see how close I am. I feel comfortable saying this because he hasn't owned the car in like 10 years, or the truck in like 10 years. And it's highly likely that that y'all are gonna hear the ding if I get texted back during stream. Which may not happen, given that it is a Thursday at well, he's an hour ahead. Depending on how long I stream for, I might get a response. It sure is a C-Class car. This is a high C-Class, isn't it? Yeah. Ugh. This feels slow for C. Ah! Van! Oh dear. way too much counter steer. I am... Wow, I just should not have done that. Whee! Okay, like, it's slow, but at speed it kind of feels nice. You have to be real careful. Oh dear. But you know what? I've driven worse cars. Even in C-Class. This thing's not so bad. Sounds a little electric. It sounds like an electric car revving. Like it's got the rumbly engine of a petrol car, but it sounds like also an electric motor at the same time. That's weird. The sound is wacky. You have to be really careful when you're turning in this thing. This thing doesn't slide as easily at speed, but oh my god, I feel the traction braking when I just... You can go crazy tight with this thing as long as you don't try to steer, like, too far. This is actually kind of an insane... Ah! It's kind of a fun car. Oh my god. No! What a dick. How dare he just drive on the road legally? This car kind of spice. I don't mind it. This thing does not particularly feel like it's going to be a top player in the meta of stock C-Class. Maybe on the dirt, you know, maybe on the dirt. I highly doubt it, given the way it's been handling. But maybe on the dirt, maybe cross-country. Just given that it is a truck, I'm probably going to test it in those, because I tend to do that. It's fine, I'm a gamer. First try, bitches. Wait, hold on, am I gonna win? Am I gonna win because I touched that traffic cone? Gaming? Whee! Oh, I tried to slide. Alright, well this does not feel as bad as it felt like it was gonna feel. Which is, one hell of a sentence. It's one hell of a sentence, to be sure. But yeah, I mean, you know, just you know, taking that out of the house, it just kind of felt like it was going to be a slide and die rear-wheel drive mess, which is why I confirmed it was even rear-wheel drive. Because I thought I saw that, and then it really felt like it, and but you know what? In practice, that's not so bad. I'm going to take this thing onto the Rivals track probably shortly after stream. I don't know. Like we'll see. We'll see. Also, I like that this just dumps you at another race. Wacky. I think we'll do this race when we've upgraded this thing. I don't know why I'm skip traveling here instead of just pressing the go to garage button, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Before anyone gets offended, no, that was not supposed to be any particular accent. None of the accents I do are intended to be one specific accent. Except for this one. This one's clearly British, alright? Just ask Sparks. Anyway, hold on, wait. Before we upgrade this thing, gotta go paint it white. Gotta go paint it white. Okay, today I learned. God damn it! I thought I. You know, I look away. I think I press a button. I don't press a button. The many trucks that my father has owned. Today I learned he had 4 different ones. And the one I remember was apparently a 96. Wacky. Oh god, it's blue. Anyway, it was white. That's all. But, you know, it's not the exact same car. Neither is a 2014 F-150, but, you know, I paint them white. The closest I've ever come. I wonder what the highest number ever put in a car model name is. Not counting the year, although it's definitely bigger than the year. There's no way a year is the biggest number. Huh. That's a wacky question. I mean, we've got some spicy engines. We've got some spicy engines. You know... Drift the truck. True. Drift trucks are always fun. I have now told him that this thing is in Forza and is almost there. All right, what engine do we go? What engine do we go with? I kind of want to go with the funny zoom engine. All right, we could also just go with the normal one. Why does it sound like what is that sound, man? I don't know what that sound is. I mean, if we're going by sound. I mean, it just... Why does the racing V8 sound like the V8 that isn't a racing but poopy? We're just gonna slap as much as we can in this thing. He said that's an odd vehicle for them to add. I have to inform him of the glorious wooling sunshine. It's such a good addition to Forza, though. Oh, there's no upgrades for this engine! I'm going home, Mom. Ah, you can put a lid on your bed. You can't have the lid and the wing. That's so dumb, dude. Is this gonna be steps? Oh, it's the... Man... I always get my hopes up when it's a pickup. I always get my hopes up that if there's a side skirts thing, it's gonna be little steps to get in. I love that. It's great. Always good when you can do that. Can't do that though. I can put a lump on my hood. I'm gonna do that though because lumpy hoods look nice at most of the time. I mean, like, I know I said I was maxing it, but we might as well take it off-road, okay? Alright? You know, you might as well. Alright? It's a pickup. What good is a pickup if you can only drive on the road, right? That's not. Why do you think it's called a pickup? It's because you pick it up and put it on the dirt, obviously. That's totally why it's called that, I swear. Can I just max this thing with off-road tires? I feel like I'm not going to be able to do weight reduction. What if I can do weight reduction if I don't do front tire width, which would be fine? Whee! I totally can. Oh, I totally can. Aw, heck! I love when I can just max out cars, but off-road race tires are just like, I'm gonna put this thing an entire PI class below where it should be. What a wacky setup I've just made. Time to go test it out. I'm not gonna test it in the street race, given that I've made an off-road build. I don't know why. I have a thing where, and I know it's not a me thing. I know it's not a me thing. But I've got this thing where, like, I really like driving cars that I or family members own or owned when I was, like, growing up. And so anything close to my dad's truck, or my dad's other truck, which he also doesn't have anymore, I think, or any of the cars we had growing up, the various cars that died or got traded. Always good to see those in games. Ow! Not like this! Dude, why are you flipping, you stupid truck? Onward! To the gift!
Oh, please tell me, please tell me.
Tell you what. I don't know what the gift is, man. That's what I'm here to find out.
Wow, that's generous. Well, just the spirit of Horizon, isn't it? Shall we send a thank you?
I mean, it's a Lotus. You can't go wrong with a Lotus. It's literally, it's one of the best cars of all time. It just is. It's just a fact. It's just a fact of life. You don't look at a Lotus Elise and think it's anything less than just wonderful. Okay.
You have arrived.
Okay. You can't. It's a fact. Okay. All right, you don't question facts, unless you do. In which case, sure. I mean, go ahead. Doesn't change them if you question them. Yeah, this would be a funny one to test the funny truck in. We'll see how this thing drives. Just completely maxed out. There's no reason this thing should be any good in S1. It's literally maxed out, barring like a centimeter. No, not a centimeter. A couple of atoms of tire width. Okay, we're basically maxed out. There's no way this ungodly abomination of upgrades is going to stay together. Okay, there's no way this thing doesn't just fall apart when the green light kicks in. All right, there's zero chance. The odds are, in fact, less than good. I can't believe there was a week last patch that I was like, wow, I can't believe they gave us 2 McLarens and then a third one. And And what a dumbass I look like. 5 weeks in a row of Ferrari. Or I'm sorry, 4 weeks in a row of Ferrari. And your grand prize is a new Ferrari and a not new Ferrari. Thanks, Playground Games. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Dude, it's the Ghostbusters, man! Is this all? Wait. Dude, am I the only non-Australian vehicle in the room? Everyone else here is Australian. Everyone else here is Australian! Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind, those are vans. Oh, those are vans. Okay, never mind. Dude, the AI's struggling. The AI's going sideways. Why are the top 3 vans just all yellow? And why can you miss that? Oh. Why can you miss that checkpoint? Well, I mean, I get why you could miss it, but why can you miss it on the outside when there's a wall there? I see my car does not like responding to the steering wheel. I see my car does not... Never mind, it responded! Yeah, we're just gonna back that one up a little further. I feel like that should have, like, gone worse than the other two did. But, you know, we'll take those. Hi, friend. Ah! But, you know, I've never seen one of the Ford trucks this old, other than, you know, the really stupidly old one in a racing game before. So it's not surprising that Forza is the one to have it, right? Like, Forza is like the Smash Brothers of car collection, right? Like you've got like all your sensible stuff and all your normal crossovers and all your normal racing games, and then there's just Forza. They just want to have all of the cars. Like, okay, look. If one video game series is ever going to have every single model of automobile ever created, it's going to be Forza first, and you know it. Everyone knows it. You can't deny that unless some new IP comes up with the express intent of getting there before Forza, it's going to be Forza. No one else cares enough to. Forza's just over here like, yeah, we've got 700 cars. Yeah, of those 700, you know, 15 of them are Porsche 911s, another 20 are Mustangs, you know, another 10 are Corvettes. Oh, did I mention that, like, 7 of those Mustangs are the same as each other, and there are actually only, like, 3 different 911s, and, you know, slight variations on them, but you know, like, it's fine. We have, what, 3 Aventadors? You know, 4 Aventadors, I think, actually. You know, but this game has almost 600 cars. I know I said 700, I was just spitting out a number. This game has, I think, almost 600 different cars. And, like, a highball, only about 50 of them are what I would deem to be filler cars. And that's a highball under the assumption of, like, being ludicrously, excessively strict. Like, as strict as you could reasonably be, but you'd be a complete and utter dickwad for being that restrictive over what counts as a filler car. Ah! Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this thing's kind of fun to drive. This thing kind of fun to drive. Oh, gaming. Oh, another thing that I want to try today is, it's also a non-Forzathon thing. But they added S2 class to, Ow. They added S2 class to Horizon Tour this patch, and I want to see how mayhem, chaos, hectic it is. I want to see how insanely stupid it gets. Okay, well... I'm gonna be honest, I really like this thing. This thing feels really fun to drive. It feels so quick. It handles really well as long as you're not... It handles like garbage on landing, though. That is the... Oh. But that's probably fine if you want... It might be good in dirt. It might be good in dirt. Yeah, I'm having a good time. I think I want to take this thing on the... I think I want to take this thing on the Baja circuit. I need to know how this thing drives on proper dirt, man. I need to know, okay? I need to know. I need to know how it do a drive. I need to know how it do a drive. I feel like it shouldn't feel as good to drive as it does. Like, but it does. Maybe I have wacky standards because I drive, you know, stock stuff and then also the Bone Shaker and then also dumb stuff. But it's not like I'm saying, like, oh, I think this is going to be a top-tier S1 car. I don't know if it is or not. But it feels so nice to drive, man. Oh my god, I hate what just got sent to me so much. And I love it, but I hate it so much. I have to carefully inspect this. I need to look for something in this image. Alright, this will be the last race in the F-150. For now. But, whee! This thing is kinda nutty. Whee! Oh, you know what? Actually, I do want to. You know what? I'm gonna pull a first. I'm gonna go and like actually do multiple builds. I want to try and drift this thing. And I guess if I'm just really hard committing to multiple builds, especially since I don't need to worry about thumbnail shots or anything, I may as well also see if I can do anything for a road build of this thing. Hell, this might be the road build. I'm a sucker for off-road tires handling. Okay, Not like this! I was literally about to compliment how stupidly well it's been handling. Hello, bitch! Whee! Dude, that was like some, like, bike-style wall riding. Scrape one tire against it, and, you don't care. You know, it's fine. It's good. Oh my goodness! Oh my god! It's so crazy! Whee! You know, the water splash wasn't intentional, but I also wasn't particularly trying to avoid it, so, you know, probably fine. Whee! Life is pain! Oh my god, dude, I have not had this much fun with a new car in so long in Forza. Oh my god. And unlike the Sunshine when I was having this much fun, it actually feels kind of solid. The Sunshine is, well, it's fun and it's hilarious, but not the best car in the world. Not the best car in the world. I wonder how fast you have to go to just clear the water splash completely on that part. Big think. This is hilarious. This car is really funny, and I like it. Ow. And I'm still like 7 miles ahead. Whee! Just go bouncing off the wall into the camera. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, well, that, happened. I'm gonna save this tune. And then I'm just gonna go make a drift build, I guess. I don't know how to make a drift build. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put on the drifty bits and hope for the best. Well, if we're being fair, this thing might be good at drifting with this build. I may have built a do-everything build. This was not the plan. It can definitely do everything that involves dirt. That's for damn sure. Also, by the way, if anyone watching is interested, I am going to be starting streaming every Friday, where for the first Friday of each month, we're going to be doing a Xenoblade Definitive Edition stream. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to be playing through Future Connected. If you don't want to be spoiled on the main game, I've done an entire playthrough of of the original version on the channel before if you're interested in checking that out. Or you can always check out Checka Conroy's Let's Play of the game, which is a lot better, but also not my playthrough. But also that won't... You'd still not be getting the thing with my playthrough because I haven't streamed Definitive. And then also on the second Friday of each month, I'll be doing some Xenoblade X shenanigans. And then on the third, we'll be doing some Xenoblade 2 shenanigans. And then on the fourth and, occasional fifth, I'm just kind of going to be doing whatever. Might be more Xenoblade, might be less Xenoblade, might be extra Forza, depending on what's going on in Forza, I might be extra Paladins, who knows? Just gonna save this tune with the best name imaginable. And then we put on the drifty bits. Any day now. Just at any point if you would like to save. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we're not uploading. And now we put on the drifty bits. The drift tires are a higher level than the off-road tires. I learned things today. I think you're supposed to do this, right? For tires? I think that's what you're supposed to do. I sure as hell don't know how to... Okay, there it is. Sure as hell don't know how to tune my diff for this. So I'm just going to hope for the best. Boing, boing, boing. Alright, anyway. I sure created something. I don't know what. We're going to find out how functional this is. I'm going to take this thing out to a couple drift zones and see what happens. And then we're going to work on Forzathon. But that's fine, because that also involves driving a Golf. So that's not so bad. But it also involves earning a Ferrari. So that's less not so bad. Oh, and I also want to check out the unspecified event lab creation. I think that's the first thing I'll be doing. But, poor network connections. I haven't dropped a single frame. I don't know what you're on about. It may have something to do with the download. Also, F1 2021 got added to Game Pass, so if I don't hate that, well, I guess that F1 2020 stream I was planning is probably happening on 2021, which is also perfectly acceptable if I'm being fair. What drift zone do I want to test this thing at? That's just a question. Not one on dirt, that's for sure. Where's the one I like? Where's the interesting one? The really spicy one. That's this one, right? Yeah, it's this one. Gaming. Gaming. We'll see how this thing feels. I'm not the biggest fan of drifting in Forza, so I'm probably going to give this one run. I know, this, most drift zones are kind of short, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not a very drifty. That's it. That's the end of the sentence. I'm not a very drifty. Well, completely untuned and just slapping on drifty bits. This thing is, not the worst thing I've ever made go sideways, intentionally. Actually, it's not the worst thing I've made go sideways in general, because if I didn't make them do it intentionally, on principle, it's probably worse. Well, that's not so bad. I'm sure with a bit of tweaking and some better driving, this thing's probably an okay drift car. Anyway, let's work on some Forza-thon, shall we? Starting with, hey, loaded. Okay. Horizon Jungle Cruise. Turn your trucks into a riverboat and travel along the beautiful riverway of the jungle. Lots of props and decorations. Enjoy. Use trucks. I'm assuming the use trucks thing is because it's an Anything Goes event. But because it's Forza-thon, that doesn't matter. I have to use trucks. Wacky. Also, this is one of the few times where I genuinely, unironically, seriously want to play Trial on stream. And by one of the few, I mean literally the only time I've ever actively wanted to do that. I think I just did it that one time just cause. And then I ended up spending 2 hours not enjoying myself. So that was a great decision, quite frankly. I see nothing wrong with the decisions that were leading up to that. Which one do I want to go with? I think we're going to go with... you know, this one looked kind of stupid with the wing and the periscope. We're going to go with this one. This one, it looks funnier. This is a funnier car visually, so we're going with it. It's also the same color as the one we're currently driving. I don't normally like anything grayscale on cars when it's plain. I think it looks boring on a lot of cars. But it can also look really nice. Like blacks and whites and silvers and grays, like, they can look nice on cars. I just think typically they're boring. Like, on this thing, it's, nah, not great. Not terrible, but not great. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see. What I kind of want to do with F1 is I would like to, since I'm streaming every Friday, and fourth Friday of the month is going to be just kind of whatever streams, I want to do my, my F1 stream soon. And I also need to do the channel anniversary sleep lock soon. But that, I just haven't been playing Horizon 2, if I'm being honest. It's weird, because, like, I knew that at some point I would want to replay Horizon 2. But it's one of those cases where, like, needing to makes it a lot worse. Like, knowing you want to do something soon, but then needing to just a little too soon, just makes it so much worse. I'm sure plenty of people know the feeling. No, that's cool. I wasn't, like, you know, trying to turn right onto the dirt road or anything. Oh god, fence. Ah, more fence! More fence, my favorite Luard unit. Oh. I'm doing 90 in the water! I'm scared. Okay, so this is literally just a run in the water. Mostly in the water. You don't have a starting point in the water. This is kind of cool. 3 laps of it, though? This seems like a long race for 3 laps. Which I'm okay with. Also, it occurs to me, this didn't actually take that long to load in. Did they make load time improvements this patch for Event Lab? I wonder. Or did this person just manage this level of detail with way less props than the average Event Lab? The average event labber. Yeah, I'm just kind of screwed here, aren't I? I'm just kind of screwed here, aren't I? And then just slow all the way down. I suppose that works. Whee! Oh, God! Oh, that was terrifying. I don't like driving this race, this race feels bad in a third-person camera. I don't like driving it. But then there are parts where I feel like I shouldn't be in first person. Because I can't see where I'm landing. It's not VR, I can't just lean my head forward. I can't just crane out my neck. Okay, well, that is tragic. That is... Whew. It is very hard to tell where I can and can't safely go. I don't think the camera really changes that. It just, you know, is difficult. Again, I think this race is really interesting. But, like, for Forzathon, 3 laps is a little long on this. Laps is a little long on this. We're almost 3 minutes in. It is very difficult to tell where I can and cannot go. It is very difficult to tell where I can and cannot go. I will not stop saying this until it stops being true. Given that the race won't be changing, this ain't All-Stars Transformed, which is also a game I would totally love to stream sometime, but I would want to get friends together for that. Oh, that would be so fun, actually, to just get some people together. It would be like the Mario Party stream, or Mario Kart streams, but scenic. We just do all 3 of those games. That could be fun. Yeah, so this is a 10-minute run for a single race. If this does not give me 5 points, this should not have been in Forzathon. Like, it's a great, cool event, and I'm glad they're showcasing something like this, because it's cool and neat, and... Give me more points if you're going to make me do something longer like this. Like, I'm literally playing something where a single lap is the length of most of the races in this game. A little shorter than some of them. Goliaths also being, you know, exceptions, but as far as all of the normal races in this game go, a single lap around this track is about as long as your, you know, fairly average race in this game. Championships are comprised of 3 races when they're the seasonal ones, and this race has 3 laps. Thus, in terms of length, bar load times and travel times, this takes about as long as a championship in races. So those give 5 points, this gives 3. But this should give 5. And I'm pretty sure this gives 3. I didn't particularly look to see. I mean, it's an event lab thing. Maybe I should have looked. Oh, okay. So you can just get stuck as well. That's cool. Oh boy, I got hit with them spicy Forza physics, and it got me stuck. What a gamer moment. I'm not even gonna blame it. Like, that's not even the track's fault. This is the game. Yeah, it's fine. I didn't realize I was gonna land on the wall and then not be allowed to exist. But anyway, like, I'm not even, like, complaining that we have, like, a 10-minute event lab race in Forzathon. Again, I'm okay with that. But if you're going to make the time in race as long as the time in races in championships, give the same reward as those. Or, like, make it, like, something really damn good if it's still going to be 3 points. Like, if you want to have it be 3 points, but, like, $1 million car, sure. An old Forzathon exclusive, actually. This would have been a great place to put, like, one of the Arctic trucks, actually, because this would also be somewhere where they're, you know, legal, so then you can go back and try it again with the new car you just unlocked from it, right? Super hard to get car, because it was a Forzathon exclusive, and, like, you know, that is pretty cool, right? That would be a good way of doing it. But no, it's just random-ass Lambo SUV. It's the Lambo SUV, too, and it's like, why? It's not special, it's not expensive, it's 3 points. I don't understand why there's, like, the pricing for this being in Forzathon is trash. I like how I pressed right bumper like 5 times there, and I only went 1 camera view forward. I do not know what happened there, nor do I know why my car was just sliding left that entire time uncontrollably, nor do I know why the sky is flashing red. I really don't know what happened in that first permutation of the timeline there. No, but like seriously, I've literally time spent in this race is long enough to have done 2 races in any of those 3 championships. I guarantee it. I'm gonna keep track of how long I take in this race and how long I take in those championships. We're gonna compare them side by side. And I'm sure the championships, especially if they have some of the longer normal races, might be a little longer. But they also might be shorter. And I mean, the fact that if they're in the ballpark, I'm gonna be upset that all I get is the Lambo SUV. It's not even the piss car. It's not even the piss car. I don't even get to make funny piss car joke. It's not the Lamborghini urine, okay? It's not the bagel. Just get sent a bagel in real life for completing the race. Forza solves world hunger, but only for the people who can play their game. I feel very not in control of my car right now. I feel very not in control of my car right now. And it's not a good feeling. This is so interesting, though. I love this course. Oh, and another thing, and another thing, and another thing. I have to sit through this for 10 minutes. Okay, I have to sit through this for 10 minutes to get 3 points toward my Forzathon for the week. To get a what? 50,000 credit vehicle added to my collection, which in my case I already have. I think it's actually been a Forzathon prize like twice already. So like a lot of people probably already have it. Also a lot of people probably already have it because it was the C-Class everything for Italy for World Cup. So even more people added to the pool of already have it for various reasons. And on top of all that, because it's in Forzathon Event Lab, And I will check. I will verify that this has not been fixed, or if it has, good on them. But, unless they specifically changed it this patch, which I haven't read the patch notes, I only watched the AR12 video, I won't be able to just go in and play this again. Unless I can find it in the wild. Again, unless they specifically changed it this patch. And I will check. Give them benefit of the doubt on this. Although I feel like that would be a thing you'd want to, like, mention, given how, like, heavily focusing on featuring these they've been lately. Like, there's just been one constantly. There were 2 for the entirety of last series. Okay? And, like, I feel like that would be a thing you'd want to mention in a video talking about the update. All right, we got 1038. We got 1038. That is our time to compare entire championships to. Again, time spent in race being compared, like fast travels and loads aren't being included in that. Although if you include those, I feel like there's no shot this is actually longer than a championship. Depending on, well, unless you have like some of the shorter races in the entire game, then maybe. Like if you've got like Playa Azul, the Bone Zone, and Horizon Mexico Circuit in S2, yeah, that's probably gonna take less time than that just did, including load times, because all of those races in S2 are like actually like 55 seconds in some of the top end S2 cars, so you know. Hell, those are under a minute in some of the high, like, those are under a minute in a decent chunk of high-level stock S2 cars. Like the EP9 could absolutely run that with load times included faster than I ran that one singular race. All right, let me go to Event Lab. Event Blueprints. My history. This isn't the thing I just played, is it? No. So I sat through 10 minutes and 38 seconds of that beautiful event. If the creator of that is watching, you did, by some miracle, if you're one of the few people that happens to actually catch this stream, you know, I'm not the biggest channel, probably not going to see this, but if you do, fantastic race. You did a wonderful job. I'd love to play it again sometime. Also, I see a fast traveling board. I'd love to play that again. It was, you know, it was great. I got 3 points. A very easy to obtain car. And didn't get the ability to do it again. Poopy game design. Big sad. How many ways can I put it? Alright, we're gonna get this nice 08 M3, nice common car. Actually, you know what? I'm too curious. Look at that 800 credit fast travel. Oops all Ferraris, the billionaire cereal, like oops all berries. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Well, responding means nothing if you can't hear me. Which isn't true. Because if I respond with a funny, other people can hear it. But that's fine. Okay. Do I have the correct golf? It doesn't matter because I need to win a street race and do other things. So I'm just going to drive whatever golf I happen to have the ability to drive for this. I have a drag tune on the golf. Wacky. Oh, is this the one I had to do a speed trap dangers? I had to do some seasonal PR stunt. I mean, we're just gonna go with this one. You know, none of the front wheel drive ones are currently in B class for me, so you know, that's unfortunate. Oh well, it's still a Golf, all right. It's still the Golf. God, I'm so excited for Xenoblade 3, though. I can't wait for Xenoblade 3. It's only... Oh my god, it's only 3 months away, and I know I've said that like 38 bajillion times in the past, like, week. Man, it's 91 days away. It's so, like, oh, ugh. I cannot wait. I should search and see if anyone's made Xenoblade wraps, see what cars they're on. That could be a fun thing to do. Whee! Friend! Give me your 6th place, you don't need it! Thank you! No, hold on, wait, no, I meant, no, hold on, I need that. Thank you. No, I meant like I want to keep it, dude. Thanks. Thanks for backing off like that. That's good. Real kind of you. My good sir. My good sir. That's M apostrophe good apostrophe S apostrophe R. My good sir. Ow. The side of my face. High class deluxe corner cutting. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was gonna work. Like, I'd have been better off just Horizon 3ing my ass into the wall. In all honesty. In wall honesty, if you will. If you wall. Wall puns. And while we're at it, here's another one. None of those were funny. Just to be clear. In case you thought they were, please don't. I may say a lot of funny things, but those were not on the... Those wall puns were not on the list. They weren't on the wall of... funny. I couldn't think of anything that rhymed with wall. Come back to me, friends! Fellow golf drivers. Bitch! I'd make a joke like, oh, that's my favorite thing to call my friends. But if you don't call your friends bitches... I don't know how to end that sentence. I just know that, like, most of my friends and I call each other the word bitch all the time. And also dumbass. Like, I don't think I have ever been friends with someone and we don't just, like, call each other stupid. Alright? Like, it's just how it goes, you know? I mean, you know how the saying goes. Sometimes in life, it's like if you had a donut. Also, it does look like this thing is going to be about a minute longer. This first race than the average lap. To be fair, I am... But wait, how did... I don't know how I reached the checkpoint the second time. Like, I could see that I was clearly further in. But I didn't... Okay. Well, wacky. But yeah, these are both B-class races. And I'm also driving a completely stock car in this one. Versus having been driving an upgraded one to the top of B in that. So, there is that. Like there are advantages thrown toward that other one that make it so that it should be faster. I mean, like you can't even argue, oh, it's the disadvantage of I was in water for most of it, because I was going faster in most of that one than I was in most of this race. So, this championship's probably going to take longer, but there's a lot of imbalance. But I will still give a point to this one for being a longer one than that entire race. If we manage to get there, this was about 4.5 minutes. I did not check the exact time. My bad. But I'm going to round up, give it some favor here. Let's just say it was exactly 4:30, because I think it was a little under that. But that's fine. It doesn't need to be exact. It doesn't need to be exact until I'm stupid and it comes down to the nanosecond. You know? Comes down till it comes down to Planck time. Where were the other two races for this? I did not pay any attention whatsoever to that. I found them. Wacky. Oh! Thought my game was crashing. I thought it was crashing. I love this race. This race is hella short. See, this race is hella short. I need to know what a Mexican traffic light sounds like. I didn't know traffic lights had sounds in Mexico. I didn't know they came with audio. It's a good race, a high-quality race right here. I love this one. This is one of my favorite... I love dirt racing in Horizon 5, which is weird, because dirt racing is not usually my favorite thing in any given game that it's a part of, unless it's the entire game, in which case, well, if I like the game, well, even if I hate the game, if it's nothing but dirt racing, my favorite part is still the dirt racing. Well, my favorite driving part, if the only driving is... You understand the point. But, like, normally when it's just part of a game, right, it's just one of the types of racing, it's not usually my favorite. Like, Dirt Spec wasn't my favorite in the crew. Rallycross isn't my favorite in the crew, too. You know, past Horizon games, the dirt racing hasn't been my favorite. I don't know what it is in Horizon 5. It might just be the track design. It might just be that I love the way off-road tires handle. But it's so fun. It's so fun. It's great. Horizon 1, I know that I don't like the dirt racing as much because the actual upgrades for it are in the DLC. I might like it more if I had access to them, but I don't. So, I don't hate it. It's just, it doesn't feel good in most cars. Horizon 2, I'm not particularly big on dirt or cross-country. I think the road and street racing is definitely where it's at in Horizon 2. But, you know, that also kind of makes sense, because Horizon 2 just kind of drives all wacky, and Horizon 2 is like the game where it all just feels like road racing, and the road racing feels like it has the best course layout. It's all about layouts at that point for most cars, and yeah, it's definitely definitely the road racing's where I prefer to be driving in Horizon 2. Horizon 3, I actually also prefer the road racing, but specifically I like the Hot Wheels races. Those are so fun, but there are some crazy fun road races. There's a couple good dirt and cross-country races scattered throughout Horizon 3 as well, but I think it's mostly road racing, Blizzard Mountain, and Hot Wheels. Horizon 4... exists. The Crew 1, I absolutely love Circuit and Raid. They're like the absolute extremes. Street Spec as well. Street, Raid, and Circuit are just... I don't hate Dirt. I don't hate Perf. I think they're all fantastic, but Street, Raid, and Circuit are just so fun in that game. And then in the Crew 2... I mean, the only thing I don't like is hovercraft. Motocross is by far my favorite. So I guess that is a form of dirt racing. I guess it's my favorite there as well. But it's also, I would say, probably tied, if not closely followed by Alpha, and then that is closely followed by Touring Car. And Hypercar. All my issues with street race design, track course design philosophy goes out the window with Hypercar, because at least when it happens in Hypercar, it makes sense. The gimmick is that they're fast. But a Hypercar's not in the top 3 for me, just because... hell, it might not even be in the top 5 now that I think about it, because, like... I don't know, man. Aerobatics is kind of fun. Air Race kind of fun. They just have the standard problems the Crew 2 has. I need to stream the Crew 2 again. Like, I don't play it a lot, but I do want to play it again. A lot's been added. I don't grind out the battle passes. I just haven't cared. But there's a lot of new stuff I could try out. And a lot of old stuff I could revisit that I've probably already done on the channel. But it would be a fun stream to do sometime. And something one auto, right? Yes! I did not pay attention to how long that one took. Hold on. It should be less than 3 minutes, though. 2:53. So yeah, this one's definitely going to be longer than that single Event Lab race. But again, I'm driving a stock car that is just running, like, lower average speeds than that thing was. So the fact that one was in the water doesn't even matter, because I'm still running slower. But yeah, this particular championship, which is why I say, you know, with some of the longer races, it'll be shorter as a single race spent in race. But then with some of the shorter ones, like ones like that, like even for dirt, you know, B class and up, yeah, no, you can make a dirt championship that's shorter than that Event Lab race was. And again, I'm okay with running these 10, 15, even 20-minute event lab runs. I'm okay with running ones that take, like, Goliath levels of time. I'm okay with running them. But not for crappy rewards if it's in Forza. If you're making people do that for Forzathon, you make damn sure the rewards are worth it. Because honestly, realistically, when a lot of people realize how long that is, I could see plenty of people, you know, whether being told and just not doing it, or getting, you know, a minute in and realizing you're nowhere near finishing your first lap. And, like, it's clearly going to be a, like 10, 15 minutes. You don't want to do that for 3 points in a Lambo that you probably already have. Speaking of cars people probably already have, I would be curious to know what the most and least owned cars are. Like, I would love if there was, if the devs could release, like, and I'm sure this wouldn't be an easy thing, and focusing on improving the game is obviously priority, but, like, it would be so sick if, and with Forza in particular, this would be cool, because it's not, it wouldn't be, I should explain the idea before I go into why it would work for Forza specifically, but I would love to have an online resource, or like an app or something, where we could go in and see what the most driven and most owned and most successful in PvP cars are. Like, most successful would, of course, be in each class, maybe stock versus upgraded. Like, that could be really interesting to see. You know, most driven in terms of time, most driven in terms of distance, in terms of completed events, over a certain time period or something like that, you know. Like that would be, these would be some really interesting statistics. And then also give us the least owned, least driven cars. That would be so cool, just among the whole player base. Maybe let us filter by you know, a region of the world. What are the most owned cars by North American players? Let us filter by, toggle on and off Forzathon exclusives, Forza editions, wheel spin exclusives, car pass cars, things like that, because I'm sure stuff like the NSX GT are probably pretty low, if not at the bottom of the list, even after appearing twice now. Although I'm sure appearing twice now has definitely moved it up, I feel like it's probably still toward, if not at, the bottom. It might not be at the bottom, though. I feel like, actually, with it having appeared twice, and the ludicrously specific conditions to earn the Peel Trident and P50, I think, no, because the P50 came back. The Trident, no, because, wait, no, the Trident was in Forzathon, right? And then the P50 was the Secret Santa car, I think. But either way, I think the Trident might be one of, if not the only Forzathon car to have not come back yet, aside from recent ones. So the Trident might be one of the least owned cars in the game. See, this is why I would like to see statistics on this, but I'd also like to know what the most owned and most driven cars are. You know? Because some of the World Cup cars have to be up there for most owned. You know? And just, like, having it with super customizable filters would be so sick. And the reason I think this would work with Forza specifically, and no other racing game, or at least not most other racing games, is because most other racing games don't have 500 plus cars to do something like this. You pick a Need for Speed game, and you've got maybe 50 cars, maybe 60. I don't think any Need for Speed game breaks into the 70s. Like, and I may be wrong on that, but I would bet money, if I had any, that no Need for Speed game breaks into triple digits for their car roster. Like this would be so cool to have for Forza specifically. And another thing is, you know, Horizon is so online-centric that having this in Forza Horizon 5 would just be so amazing. I would love it so... When did I finish the first lap? Wait, when did that happen? Okay. I noticed earlier I was on lap 2, but I didn't process that I was on lap 2. and I realized I finished the first lap at some point, and I don't remember doing that. Wacky. And also, this championship did end up being shorter than that entire race. The time spent in race for this championship was shorter than the time spent in race for that event lap run. And one of the events was 4.5 minutes. It's just the others were it literally Trishula summoning the times. Like the math is easy. It was 9.5 minutes. 2, 3, 4. I know Trish. That is Trishula math. I am a synchro simp. All right, synchros are the best mechanic that Yu-Gi-Oh has ever created, and I stand by that decision. I think they are probably the easiest to balance. Although I wouldn't know. I mean, I've dabbled in customs for both Yu-Gi-Oh and Vanguard. Customs are actually really fun to make. But that doesn't mean I'm an expert on card design and balance. It just means as someone who tests my customs and then revises them, I probably know more than, rando at locals. But I also probably know less about card design and balance than the people making these cards. Actually, in the case of Yu-Gi-Oh, that one's debatable. But, I'm sure there are also people that are just better at the game than me that know more about it. Just in the same way as when you post a custom in a Discord server where it's like, okay, there are also going to be people that, already see something that breaks your card. I don't know this card in the card pool. Maybe none of the best 3,000 players in the world know of this card. I've ever even seen or heard its name. And there's that one rando in that one archetype Discord, and it's like, oh yeah, this is broken by Shuttleroyd. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Anyway, that was fun. I do love me a good golf. That's another 5 points in the bag. We now have 8 points for 10 points worth of time. Thanks, Playground Games. You know what I haven't done is the rivals for the month. This looks like it actually slaps us in the monthly Ferrari instead of the weekly one. I'm okay with that. I think that if there is a Forzathon exclusive car, even if it's a returning one, I think that if there is a new car in the monthly rewards, it should be the thing we get for the monthly rivals, because then it's like, okay, well, it's available that whole time. Makes sense. If it's a returning car and there's no new car, and it was a Forzathon exclusive and is a Forzathon exclusive, like the NSX GT last series, I also think that should be the thing for monthly rivals. No, it's not a new car, but most people wouldn't have had the NSX GT at that point. Unless we're done adding new cars and we've had all of them cycled in a few times. And then you can start just going off the wall like, all right, well, here's your monthly rivals in, I don't know, Ford Supervan. I don't know, man. This thing looks sick. It already understeers like hell, though. Also, I believe this thing is a hybrid. It sounds amazing. It drives like ass. Oh, God, it's awful. Oh, God, it's awful. It doesn't have brakes. It doesn't have a steering wheel. It's something, all right. It sure is a pile of metal with some rubber attached. Probably some carbon fiber if I had the wager. Definitely some glass involved in the structure. There is liquid inside of it, presumably, as well as electronic bits and the electricity required to use those. Lots of stuff going on. It's certainly I think, technically speaking, this is an automobile. No! Why does it understeer so much? This is an S2. This is an S2 car. S2. Level 915. It's not even that fast. It don't even zoom goodly. I'm way too used to driving in first person right now. I am going to hit a wall. I'm so nervous. The time doesn't have to be good. Literally, even if you had to beat the ghost, it gives me a 3-minute ghost. The time does not have to be good. It just has to be clean. I'm going home. I'm done. I'm out. I'll take my 4 points, and I am not looking forward to this. But, hey, in a few weeks, however many points I earn for that, this will either be next week or the last week, realistically. If I don't have it next week, I probably won't have it the third week. Well, that's not true, because if I get a bunch of points now or that. Anyway, literally at any point other than this week's stream, sometime this month, I'll be giving this thing another drive. That's going to count as my test drive. That's all the experience I need for stock. We're going to see what we can do with upgrades when we actually have the ability to get 80 points to get this thing. Which, again, may not be next week. I may not actually earn all of my points for that. So, I mean, you know, this is fine. It's good. It's a terrible car, though. I'm not driving that thing stock again. No, thank you. No, thank you. I do not need it in my life again. Ugh. Yeah. That was not a good experience. I don't want to experience that again. But you know what we will experience? Some more championships. Some more championships. Don't mind me just casually checking how my F1 2021 install is going. Huh. Yeah, that's totally how I'm gonna do that. All right, we're gonna just. The game is so stingy about letting you go around certain things, and then other times it's just like, oh yeah, you're not actually allowed to like hover over this one event that you're trying to get destroyed, nerd. And then I get to be sad. Anyway, yeah, we're just able to work our way up the classes, so that's pretty cool. We're able to do it for PR stunts as well, so we're doing it for PR stunts as well. So we're just gonna go BAS1, BAS1. Speaking of Ford trucks, as we have a new one, I could drive some not new ones that are actually newer. I could also drive Ute. This one has snow tires on it. I could drive the Glimmer GT. You may remember this car as the car that I drove in the Elgato series race that I was part of. Had a fantastic time, but you may remember I converted it to all-wheel drive. This is a rebuild I did afterwards, because I wanted to see, and I actually ran it through that course just to see what my time would be like in comparison. Even going in, knowing the things I knew, not having to worry about hitting other people, and having a build that should have been better suited to the course, I actually ran a slower time. Now, I intentionally avoided the shortcut because I did want to have a direct comparison. I actually ran a slower time with this thing in rear-wheel drive when I went back and redid this. So, fun little fact there. I did make the right call going all-wheel drive. Somehow. And it was still that bad. I still feel bad about that collision at the end, man. God, I felt so bad for that. But that was such a fun race. If you want to check out some high-quality Forza content, go check out AR12 Gaming. He uploads videos on YouTube and streams on Twitch. He doesn't just play Forza. He's a racing game YouTuber. But, yeah, if you want to check out some high-quality racing game content in general, I highly recommend his channel. I've been watching him for years. On and off, but I've been watching him for years. He's really deep in the GT7 content right now, but so is everyone else that has access to the game and is actively making content. You know, like if I had access to the game, you bet your ass I'd be streaming it. Heck, I'd probably be streaming it more than... Like, Forza would probably be taking a back seat. No, I'd probably be doing, like, half and half or something. Because I feel like the system I would do would probably be to have GT7 be on Thursdays. And just have it be, instead of Forza... on weeks where... So, like, I'd probably do Forza on new series weeks and weeks where it's the last of a series. So like, back-to-back weeks. So it would be like a half and half, like an on and off type of thing, probably. Because, like, I'd wanna, you know, stream on the day of the new, like, stuff dropping in Forza, right? But then I'd also want to stream on, like, the week where I can show everything off. You know. But I do not have access to that game, so it's just Forza, which is also fine. I have fun with these streams. These streams do decently well. You know, nothing particularly outstanding. Well, that's fine. They don't do terribly, and I have fun with them, and that's, those are the big ones. If they don't do terribly, it means you guys are enjoying them. If I'm having fun, it means I'm enjoying them, and, you know, I'm okay with that. Literally, the point of the channel is just for me to have fun with whatever the hell game I damn well please, and ideally it does goodly. Like, the Master Duel streams have actually done pretty well. The video, you know, was a video. It did well by video standards on the channel. But I want to do more card game content. It's like, it's something I've been really wanting to do for actually multiple years now. And Master Duel gives me an easy way to do one card game. And I have stuff planned for other card games and also some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff planned. But, you know, we'll get there eventually. You know what I'm going to do, though? I think I should throw on some music. God, this is set up in such a difficult way to do this. So, if you want to check out the currently playing song, that'll be over in the bottom left. And if you want to check out any of the artists in this playlist, go ahead and check them out in the description. Because they're all linked in the description. And they're also all stream safe. And that just kind of is a cool thing. To give, you know, streamers and video makers the ability to just have all of this variety of background music collectively. You know. Like, you know, individually between them, there's not the most variety. Does this take me near the other one? Not at all, but this one's closer to here. You know, individually, each of these artists isn't the most varied. Like, you know, they've got a bit of variety within their own stuff, but collectively, all this wacky variety of music you hear in the backgrounds of my streams. And I don't even have, like, the regular stream beats stuff. I only have the one Stream Beats Originals album. Which is also Stream Beats, but it's different kind of thing. And the only reason that I don't have the, like, classic Stream Beats stuff is because I need to go through and weed through, like, a few hundred. I think it's literally like 200 or 300 songs. And, like, listen to all of them. And figure out which ones I actually want to throw into this playlist. And I just don't feel like doing that. And I also just need to find more stuff that's stream safe that I like. Like, you know, I know I need to go through the new NFX stuff. Because there's been a lot of stream safe stuff added to that collection lately, and I don't keep up with their releases. You know? It's just not a thing I do, and I need to listen to it. Figure out if it's stuff that I want to slap in. Figure out if rear-wheel drive is a mistake. Just kidding, I already know that one. And the answer is yes. Yes, it is. I am not losing to this thing. I refuse to accept that. The fact it's even possible for that car to not be in last proves that the AI does not, in fact, drive the cars it looks like they're driving. Oddly, one song on this album in particular kept getting claimed, so I took it out of my playlist. Because I don't feel like digging up, like, I just, you know, I don't feel like, really it's too much effort for one song, you know? It's probably one of the best songs in the playlist for the things I stream, but it's not worth it. Like, nothing else gets claimed. I think I've had to remove 4 songs from this playlist that were getting consistently claimed. But it's whatever, you know. If they're false claims, it's not worth the hassle. If they're legitimate claims, whatever. It's your music. Do what you want with it. The only one I specifically remember is Jetpack Race. don't even remember what the other three were. I am amazed I did not hit that house, but, you know, we call that pro gamers movement, okay? We call this a spin! I have not been paying attention to the times in these races. But, I have a feeling this one's going to be shorter than the 10.5 minutes in the water. That would be cool if you could see your total time spent in the championship. That'd be pretty sick. Onward to race number 3. Oh, the menu came up. I was not looking at the screen. Wanky. I don't think I'm going to be live much longer here, though. I think that, I think we're going to get the new poopy car, take it out for a spin, see what we can do in the upgrades department, and then I think we're going to wrap up. So, probably a PR stunt or two after this one, is I think all we'll need, right? So that'll probably be all for now. Touch. I am not moving the stick as far as the steering wheel implies for some of this. Like, it had it, like, straight 90 degrees, and I was, like, going this far. That was, kind of wacky. Oh, but now I go all the way to the right, and my hand is just not moving. Share a game. It's fine, I'm a train now. Hello, friend. Hello, friend. You are a bitch, friend. Ow. Those are rocks. That is all. I just, you know, in case you didn't know, chat, that I was hitting rocks. In case you were wondering what those strange semi-round objects were. Rocks. On average, they have about my IQ, actually, I would say. That is to say, I have the IQ of a rock. Not to be confused with the IQ of The Rock, which I don't know. Is that something I could find on Google? Could I Google the IQ of Dwayne The Rock Johnson and get an accurate answer? No, hold on. I need to know the answer to this. What happens if I Google what happens if I Google The Rock IQ? I found a bunch of top 10 and one top 11 lists of famous people with high IQs. Okay, Dwayne Johnson IQ. How about this? It's just all the same top 10 lists. Well, you probably can. I just don't know what the search term for it is. And now I'm very... Oh my god. Wow. I like half dropped my controller. I didn't touch start or any of the face buttons. I'm actually very confused how the game unpaused because... literally, I dropped the left side of the controller and I caught it by the right handle. There is no way in any world that any button that unpauses the game could possibly, feasibly, in any dimension have been pressed. So I'm very curious how that happened. Oh my god, I thought I was going to miss that. Oh! Like, I get how I was braking, because I, like, probably had the left trigger pressing on my leg. But I don't know how that unpaused me. That should not have been able to happen. None of the buttons that did that were pressed. I'm very confused. But I won the championship. Because I'm a gamer. Oh boy, I got the Splatoon Fiesta. Oh boy. A Miata. I should probably gift this. I should really just be gifting things. New players. Welcome to Horizon. From Turnip. It's good. I need to change my name. I like changing my name every few weeks. And I've had Turnip for like a month and a half. If not long. No, I feel like I've had Turnip for like 2 months at this point. I gotta change my name. I could go back to Fellow Human. That was a good name. How many points do I got? That's not the answer. That's a car I don't care about because I have like 7 of it already. 14. 2 more PR stunts and we're good to go. So we're gonna B class, A class. I'm still gonna do it in that order even if I'm not doing all of them. God damn it, these menus. So I'm going to do that second. That's the drift zone. Where's the speed tarp? I found the speed tarp. Oh, it's this. It is this one. I see. We're gonna get, like, the world's longest run-up. I did not check to see how fast I have to go. But I gotta do it in a B-class sub-RU. I don't know why this is a brand that asks if you are a sandwich while also speaking in Yoda. But sure. I mean, pay to win meta, right? I do need to get back to stock testing stuff as well. I kind of haven't been doing that as much. I'm facing the wrong way, aren't I? No, I'm not. Okay. The road just looks much more squiggly on the mini-map than on the chunky map. Wow. Onward to victory! That is a rock. I did it. I did it. All right. All we gotta do now is go do a danger sign in the boom 3. The boom 3. I mean, look at that, look at that. I've already got it in A class. I'm just a pro gamer like that. I'm just a pro gamer like that, okay? You know, pro gamer status. Alright, let's go all the way back across the map to do the danger sign. I swear to God, if somehow it's there, but I'm expected to run up from the left, I'm gonna be upset. I am going to be upset. I will be unhappy. Alright. Well, that's the end of the G Fuel. Oh boy, a skill point! Why not? I don't think that leveled me up. Am I facing the right way? Oh my god, 2 for 2! Best part, this is on dirt and I have off-road tires on this thing. Also, if you don't recognize this art, you didn't grow up on this design. If you don't recognize this design, you didn't grow up on Need for Speed. That's all there is to it. Whee! First try? I'm going home. 48 feet. I have a plan. I have the ultimate plan. I am in a drift zone. See, I have off-road tires and rally suspension, as I do on most things. Actually, that might be race suspension, but that's fine. But see, I have off-road tires, so I can just do that and make this run up way straighter than it has any right to be. And by extension, way straighter than myself. I know I'm not the only person that likes making jokes like that, but God, I love making jokes like that. I swear to God, I feel like I went less far. I went... I'm going home. I'm going home. Yeah, I can't even 420. It's already at 420. I have to go beyond. I have to go even further beyond. And apparently that's somehow less correct, which is just depressing. I can't do a funny. Also, I can't believe that's 3 for 3 on facing the right direction after I skip travel in Horizon 5. Like, what a wacky... 4 for 4! I have a plan, and yes, coming over here is sort of part of it. But the plan is to go with the flow and hope for the best. I'm 2 feet short, aren't I? 9 feet, okay. Oh, life is pain. Okay. The idea was go with the flow, hit it from whatever side I'm coming in at, and schmooze. This almost works. Except for the fact that this car refuses to drive in a straight line! Oh my god, and then it just snaps. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Damn car refuses to go straight until it refuses to not go straight. There's literally 2 modes. Go too far in, or go too far out. It does not matter what I do. I let it straighten, and I hold hard left, and it does not attempt to turn. I don't let it straighten, and it won't, like, even attempt to straighten. It's good. It's great. It's going well. I see nothing wrong here. What do you mean, failed? Failed on what? Did I hit too much oxygen for your liking? Was the air too thick? 5 feet. It's 605. Oh, 7. It's 607. But I was less than 600 and you said I was... I'm confused. How many trees are in the way if I come at it from here? How many trees are in the way if I come at it from here? There it is. Finally had to break the streak of facing the right way. Sad. Sad. Well, let's ruin my gearing even more. In the hopes that I can go faster. Faster. Could I, like, be allowed to turn at any point? Can I get away from the fences, please? Okay, hold on, wait. No, hold on. Why are you going right? Okay, this might be the one. No, it's not. It handles so terribly. I also don't know how fast I can go, right? And like the more I screw up my gears, the slower the car goes. According to this, I can still do 170. We're gonna go up a bit. Like, the 0 to 60 and 100 don't matter as long as I'm hitting the speed. I just need to make sure that I can go faster than I've been going and then actually get there. Right? Like, that's the big thing. Okay. 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 Yes! Freedom at last! I mean, really, are we ever free? All of that was to earn a Ferrari. Why am I 2 points short? Because these are only worth 2 points. Oh, I thought they were still worth 3. Oh well. Oh no, I have to do a drift zone. Ah. Facing the wrong way? Nope, actually, only one of these has put me facing the wrong way. I'm actually kind of surprised, but pleasantly so. Alright, let's, yeah, we'll go with the Corolla, why not? Why not? Life is pain, life is pain, life is pain. Let me back on the road. Please let me back on the road. Oh my god. Bad thing about drift cars is that if you go a little too wide with your slide, it's really hard to come back. And I fell short. 5? Eh. Yeah, going off there kind of killed it. Oh, damn it, game. I can't get any further away from the edge. It's not... Ugh. It's not, like, letting me... There's no line to ride here. I could not get away from the side. So I was just stuck, like, trying to counter-steer to not go flying off. That one was just straight up not my fault. The car would not go in. I couldn't get angles going. Are you serious? Like, I get that it's a drift car. It's not going to make sharp, crazy, wacky turns like that. Oh my god, and then the failed text is going to prevent me from actually going into this. And then this truck is going to prevent me from going into it. And then it's not going to... Hey, game. My verdict is that it's probably just the car. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible in the car, but my verdict is that it's just the car. I can probably do this in something better. I'm actually very curious if this is less than a 3-star score. Because if it is, I know for a fact I can do it in the 370. I actually first tried most of the drift zones in this thing. on 3 stars. When I went through and just did all of them. It is slightly more than 3 stars. It is slightly more than my PB, but I should be able to do this in this thing. Should. Floor it! Why am I stuck in first gear?
You have arrived at your destination.
Come on, man. I was stuck in first gear, so I wasn't fast enough. God damn, that sucks. Are you serious? Let me out of first... Like, I can't... There we go. Okay, wow, why did it snap straight? It's a drift car. Why can it just snap straight like that? Why can it just snap straight like that? I'm like, I can't predict when it just randomly... You literally cannot play around when a car just decides, yeah, you know what, we're going in a straight line now. That's not a thing you can plan around, because if the car's not going to consistently do or not do the thing... I keep getting stuck in first, which, like, hurts like hell. Oh my god, it won't. Oh my god, I can't, like... Oh, this feels awful. Oh, this is awful. Oh, this is awful, but I can't do anything about it. Like, it's... What the hell was that? I can't... The car is just not behaving the same on repeat attempts. And there's nothing I can do about it. Are you kidding me? Why does it not Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Like, I literally can't. It's not... You countersteer in these Formula Drift cars, and they like, go back sideways. Like that! There we go. Literally, just like randomly, I would go to counter drift and it would just straighten out, and I can't force it to do that by doing the exact same things, and like it would just not kick into drifts, and like, oh god, why? What was I doing differently? Nothing. And my prize for the pain is more pain. I'm assuming this is an old one. Was it this one? I think it was this one. This one's new and old. Oh boy, time to drive a car that I will not enjoy driving. Oh boy. a skill point. Did that happen on stream, or was that my TV? No, that happened on stream. Okay, cool. Wacky. We'll do this street race because it's nearby, and, if this thing feels like absolute garbage, we're wrapping up here. If it feels even slightly redeemable, we'll check out the upgrades and then wrap up. I leave it in the hands of 1962. And also, Playground Games making a Ferrari not suck. Top of C-Class. Again. Can't wait for it to be worse than the pickup. Alright, do we have a Ferrari that doesn't feel terrible to drive? Yeah, it's a street race, alright. I get beat off the line by a Bronco and have to counter steer immediately. Because of course, it's rear wheel drive. What else would you have to do? Do you think you could just accelerate? No. No, that's cool. Just getting, you know, casually shoved into the fence. I just can't do anything about that. That's not a fence, it's a guardrail. I'm just stupid. I'm going to hit this sign very intentionally, though. How in the hell did I hit that checkpoint, but not the one in the golf early? I don't get it. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of just thought that was another racer, like, in the corner. Was that traffic car slowing down? Why? Come on, I made that turn. The rear-wheel drive is so bad. Oh my god, I barely turned. What was that? I'm not turning that far. Why is it? Oh my god. I promise you, I am not putting my hand that far to the side on the stick. It is just jittering all the way. That time I did. That time I did. That time I did, but at that point I was about 90 degrees sideways anyway. Dear God, no, we're not upgrading this thing. I might not even finish this race. This thing is terrible. It might be good upgraded. I'm fully aware that judging a car stock does not equate to judging it upgraded, but I'm only a third of the way done with this race, and I already don't want to drive this car. It's weird, too. Literally, before it started crapping out on me like this, I barely touched it. Why the hell did the game put me that far left? Or right. I know my directions. I do not know how to convey to you how little I am actually turning. It did it again. I'm not going that far to the right. I don't know why it's doing that. That's what happens when I go that far right. So you can see, okay. So the animation is not correlating to how far it's actually turning. That's annoying, but good to know. Like, okay. So very slight counter steer. Still shows as going all the way to the right. God, it just... Why? Why does it look like that? But then sometimes it looks normal? I don't understand this game. God, this car feels terrible. Hi there, friends. No, that's cool. I didn't actually want to make the corner. I mean, at least I got to block everyone else, but like... How do I make a corner in double digits, man? Oh my god, it won't straighten it. I swear to you, I am not just slamming the stick all the way to the side. Okay, I am here. Okay, I'm not anymore. I don't know why it's still... okay. Okay, game. Game is drunk. Game is kind of annoying me, actually. Because, like, even if it's not actually steering as if I'm doing that, I hate the fact that it looks like I'm doing something I'm not. That is terrible visual feedback. I lost control in a straight line! How? The answer is to just never accelerate. Apparently that solves all of my problems. Because any amount of throttle kills you in this car. The gas pedal might as well be the detonate button. Because if you could take damage in this game, accelerating would probably just kill you on the spot. Just one hit kill for accelerating. You can't corner in this thing. I know cornering at speed in C-Class is a much slower thing than it is in like, S1, but... You can't corner up to par with C. This thing's awful. And this is just the first of 5, chat. That is a flying tree! Holy crap, dude. I don't know how those trees got on the track. I don't know why people were just shooting them into the air. But they sure were, and once again, no one is live to raid as we wrap up. And, no one's going live anytime soon, so, So this is just where we wrap up. Sadly, no one the raids. So, thank you all so much for coming out, showing your support. I'm gonna be live tomorrow with some Xenoblade Definitive Edition. So that's gonna be pretty fun. Unlike driving this mess of a car. Thank you all so much for coming out, showing support. I will see you all in whatever the hell you watch of mine next.